Okay, imagine two entrepreneurs, both incredibly driven, right? Both seeing their businesses grow, hitting those external success markers. But here's the real difference. One is absolutely crushing revenue. I mean, thriving by all the outward signs, but honestly, inside, they're feeling completely crushed, just worn out. The business feels like this relentless treadmill, and joy, that's like a distant memory. Then you have the other entrepreneur. Similar growth, maybe, but they're focused, energized, genuinely thriving. They love what they do. You can feel it. So which one of those scenarios hits closer to home for you right now? Or maybe, more importantly, which one sounds like the life you actually want?
That's a really powerful contrast, isn't it? Two people, similar drive, similar talent, but their experience of the journey totally different. And what's really going on there, the thing that sets them apart, it's this idea of alignment. It boils down to whether your business is actually serving the life you want, or if it's sort of, well, accidentally eating it alive. And that core idea, alignment, that's exactly what we're taking a deep dive into today.
Exactly. That gap between the ambition and the actual day-to-day reality, that's what we're tackling. We're going to explore why some businesses that look successful on paper just become these joyless burdens leading straight to burnout. While others really do light up an entrepreneur's life, bring real satisfaction. And the key, like we'll find out, seems to be this shift in focus. It sounds simple, but it's huge. And it's helped by a tool that's honestly kind of surprising and really accessible. It's all about getting back in touch with your business, re-engaging not just as a moneymaker, but as something that really reflects the life you want.
Yeah, and our whole deep dive today, it's sparked by this really insightful piece. It's called How I Help Creatives Use AI to Align Their Business with the Life They Actually Want. It's by Omar. Now, the title mentions creatives, right? But Omar is super clear that this isn't just for artists or designers. He wrote this guide for any business owner, whatever your field, to help you reconnect with your business on a much deeper, more personal level. He's really hitting on a universal challenge for entrepreneurs. How do you build a business that supports your life instead of becoming your entire life?
All right. So our mission for you listening right now is to pull out the most actionable stuff from Omar's work. We want to give you a clear path, almost like a map, to find that alignment between your business and the life you really, truly desire. It's about finding that spark again, the reason you started this whole thing, and making it work for you, not the other way around. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's start unpacking this. Omar kicks things off with a scene that, let's be real, probably sounds painfully familiar to a lot of you. He paints this picture. You wake up, and bam, before you're even properly awake, your brain's already sucked into the vortex. Inbox, emails, DMs flying in, client fires needing putting out, maybe lessons got canceled, maybe there's an unhappy feedback you still need to deal with. It just doesn't stop. It feels like this constant current, right? Pulling you away from that original vision, the exciting one. And suddenly you realize, wait, I'm not building my dream anymore. I'm just reacting, just putting out fires in this massive, hungry machine I somehow accidentally built.
It's like you're the chief mechanic on a runaway train you didn't mean to create, just shoveling coal like mad to stop it derailing, and you've totally forgotten why you even boarded.
Yeah, and what's so compelling here is that Omar isn't just guessing about this feeling. He actually lived it. He's very open about it. His own business, iDanza, was, by all external accounts, a huge success. Thriving, growing revenue, happy clients, the works. But, as he puts it, secretly, it overwhelmed me. He even says, it contributed to the breakdown of my relationship. That's heavy. He describes his days as just packed, sure, but also increasingly joyless. He started missing important family things, skipping invites from friends, just blowing things off, and eventually he started to actually resent the work. Not all of it, maybe, but enough that waking up felt like a chore, that deep kind of motto. It's not just being busy, it's like your soul is getting drained. The million-dollar question, really. His story shows so clearly how external success can feel hollow if it costs you your well-being, your relationships. The business was fine, great even, but he wasn't thriving. And that misalignment, that gap, it just eats away at your passion over time. Most business owners, let's face it, we're focused on the metrics, right? Revenue, clients, growth. We often just don't see the personal cost until it's really, really high. Until we're already burned out, we're always asking, how do I grow? But maybe the deeper question, the one Omar found, is this growth actually taking me toward the life I want? His journey is just such a powerful reminder. If the business isn't aligned with your values, your life goals, eventually it stops feeling like a dream and starts feeling like a demanding boss. It's about bringing your whole self back into the picture, making sure your work and life are in sync.
Yeah, his experience just nails how fragile that external success can be if it's built on you just running yourself into the ground. But okay, the big question then is, how do you actually break that cycle? How do you get out? And this next bit is where things really shift, where Omar turns it all around. He talks about this breakthrough moment where he stopped asking the usual question, how do I grow my business? And instead, he started asking something much more fundamental, something deeper. What kind of life do I actually want? It's just that shift in the question is huge. It changes everything. It moves from being all about the business to being all about your life. It's not about scaling just for scaling's sake anymore. It's about designing the life you want first and then building a business that fits into it.
And this, I think, raises a really important point for a lot of people listening. Omar mentions he invested in a 5-figure coaching program. He says it was worth every penny, helped him see his business in a totally new light, make that critical shift. But let's be honest, most of us don't have that kind of cash lying around for high-end coaching. So how can everyone else get to that same kind of realization, that same shift, without needing to make such a massive financial investment? And this is where Omar brings in something really cool, something that makes this whole deep thinking process way more accessible. He basically levels the playing field.
Exactly. And that's the brilliant part, how accessible this is. Omar says it directly, and I love this line. But you won't need a 5-figure coach to take this step, because today you have AI. He's talking specifically about tools like ChatGPT, things that are readily available. And it's not just about using AI for, like, writing emails or automating little tasks, which is how we often hear about it. This is about using AI as a tool for serious personal reflection that actually shapes your business strategy. It helps you re-engage with why you're doing this in the first place.
Right. And he doesn't just say, go use AI. He gives the exact prompt. You can literally copy and paste this into ChatGPT. It goes, act as a life coach for business owners. Help me craft a detailed vision of the life I want to live by asking questions one at a time in these areas: freedom and impact, family and friends, fitness and health, faith and finance. See how specific that is? It covers the big areas of life, forces you to think bigger than just the business spreadsheet. It's not just asking the AI a random question. It's a structured prompt designed for real self-discovery.
And Omar says what happens next might genuinely surprise you. Picture this AI acting like your personal coach, guiding you with questions. It's not just going to ask, what's your revenue goal? It might dig deeper. Like, okay, if you hit that goal, how would that feel day to day? What would that allow you to do with your family? What might you have to give up? Or maybe on health, instead of what's your workout plan? It might ask, describe a day where you feel totally energized. How does that energy affect your decisions, your interactions? See, it starts bringing up questions you've probably just been too busy to even consider. Questions that connect your deepest values to your daily business grind in ways you maybe haven't seen. He says even just 20 minutes with this can be the start of something really different. You get clearer on what actually excites you, what's draining you, what's non-negotiable for you, and maybe what you're finally ready to just let go of. It's like having a thinking partner focused just on you and your biggest questions, helping you re-engage with your own motivations.
Yeah, and if you connect that to the bigger picture, like Omar does, this isn't really about abandoning your business or starting over from zero. He calls it restarting aligned. That's the key phrase. He really emphasizes that when you do this work, your business starts to feel lighter. It just does. And at the same time, your life starts to feel fuller. You're basically building a new relationship with your business. It stops being this demanding master you have to serve. Instead, it becomes more like a partner supporting you in building the life you actually want. That's the heart of his message for re-engagement, turning that machine back into something that supports your personal vision. It's less about changing everything on the outside and more about this deep internal shift, this recalibration that then naturally changes how things look externally. You're redirecting your energy with intention.
That is so powerful. And he does just leave it at the vision stage, right? He suggests using AI to go further, make it really practical. Like once you have a clearer picture of your ideal life, you can use AI to help you map out what an ideal day looks like within that life. Hour by hour, even. And then, and this is the kicker, you can take that ideal day description and ask the AI to help turn into a standard operating procedure, an SOP, for your business. For anyone not familiar, an SOP is basically a set of instructions for how to do something consistently in your business. Think about that. Using AI to literally build your best life into the structure of your workday. Making it systematic, not just a nice idea.
It's incredibly practical. It takes it from just dreaming to actually doing. And beyond the ideal day, Omar suggests using AI to pinpoint where things are currently out of whack, like identifying offers or services you have that maybe don't fit your new vision anymore, or looking hard at your calendar and your client list. Where is your time and energy actually going? Is it aligned? And then the AI can even help you rewrite your base calendar, your template week, so it genuinely reflects the life you want instead of your calendar just running you you ragged. These are concrete steps guided by AI that let you actually implement the alignment you've envisioned. It moves way beyond just thinking about it into changing your daily reality. That's real re-engagement, making sure every part of your business serves that bigger purpose.
Okay, so bringing this all home, what does this mean for you listening right now today? Omar ends his piece with a really direct, really actionable question for everyone. What's one task AI could take off your plate today? Just one thing. And he even offers, if you comment on his article, he'll reply with the exact prompt he'd use to make that task easier, faster, or disappear entirely. That's a pretty amazing offer. It's a tangible first step you can take towards re-engaging.
It really is. And, while he initially framed the article around creatives, and he does mention his book for dance studio owners, Revolutionize Your Dance Studio, it's so important to circle back to his point that this applies way more broadly. He says, if you're in any business, you can modify the prompts to get strong, actionable, timeless results. This isn't just for a specific niche, it's a universal framework. That core idea re-engaging by aligning your business with the life you want that applies to anyone trying to build a more fulfilling way to work and live. And you can check out more about his work at idadance.org too.
So just to wrap up our deep dive today, true success in business, it's not just about the numbers on a spreadsheet. It's really deeply about finding that alignment with the life you actually want to live. And Omar's insights, especially combined with how accessible AI is now, they offer this incredibly powerful, direct path to achieve that re-engagement, to fundamentally shift your relationship with your work.
Yeah, maybe just take a moment and consider how much of your current routine, your daily grind in the business might just be habit. Or maybe it's based on what you think you should be doing, external pressures, this is how it's done kind of thinking. How much of it is really a conscious choice that aligns with the life you truly desire? It's definitely something I'm all over.
And then think about this. What if just taking 20 minutes, seriously, just 20 minutes, asking yourself some different questions with an AI coach as your guide? What if that could start to reveal a completely different path forward? A path where your business isn't just this machine you constantly have to feed, but it's actually part of a vibrant life that nourishes you. We really hope you consider Omar's approach. Maybe even try out that AI prompt he suggested. It could be the start of your own journey toward a business and a life that feels truly aligned and re-engaged. You might be really surprised by what comes up and how quickly things can start to feel different.